That's my restream or whatever. I don't know how to use it right, but it's working. So I don't need this open right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and close this. Okay, so what I've done is, what I'm gonna do is this. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up Blender. And the goal today is to create a t-shirt with a design on it that can be colored completely as you see fit. I'm gonna open up a general thing right now. And I need to find an image though to put on my stuff. Like, let's see. See, Brian Fury Chibi, right? Here we go. We got his. Do I want a Brian Fury Chibi? Or some logo. Let's see. AI logo generator. Right? I just want something free. Hopefully, it's not gonna make me like sign into stuff. Here we go. Letter logo. Start. Logo name. Brian Fury. Get. Giggles. I don't know. I don't know spell giggles. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know. Sports and fitness, I guess. I don't know. Brand colors, grayscale. Let's go. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? I don't know. Business every day. I don't know what this stuff is. Where's just the continue? Just want to keep moving forward. Alright, here we go. Select the fonts. Let's say futuristic. Generate. Hopefully we get a couple of decent logos. I mean, these are all going to be fake. But, alright, Brian Fury logo. Well, I gotta... Whatever. Alright, hold on. Let me turn this off so I can do this real quick. Let me change my scene or something. Somehow. How do I do that? How do I do that? Scene transition. Sources. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go blank for a second because I don't want to put my business out there. Okay, let me come back. I'm back. Alright, let's go with whatever. Something that has a couple of different colors in it. Brian Fury giggles. That's kind of funny. There we go. Fury giggles. Let's go. And it's got this background stuff in it. That's fine. Okay, so select it, I guess. What? I don't want it to like play. I don't want a GIF logo. I just want it to. I just want a station. Wow, look at that. Look at these cool things they can do. I don't want any of that. Do I hit back? How does this work? I don't want that. Oh my goodness. We'll call it Brian Fury. He laugh it up. Laugh it up. I don't know why. Man, this sucks. Okay, let's say, what do we got? Illegal? This is a legal person. Entertainment. That works. Let's go with high contrast, right? Let's go to modern. Alright, hopefully I don't mess this up. So they're going to generate some logos for me, and then these logos are what I'm going to use. So while this is generating some logos, let's grab the stuff. Now normally I use the F model for almost everything, but in this case I'm going to use U model. So let's go ahead and open that up. Oh look, we got some designs. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to see if open link a new tab so that way. Nope, it's not going to let me. Alright, come on. Preview. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna just be jank. Alright, boom, screenshot, baby. There we go. So let's go to Photopia. And let's go ahead and make our logo. Hopefully. Alright, so let's go ahead and new, create, Control P, nice. It's just gonna go like this and 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 this. Oops. Zoom in. How do I zoom in? Okay. What's going on? What is going on? How do I move over? Oh my goodness, what's going on? Oh my, why do I not know how to use this? I've been using it forever. It's this stream. Come on, give me that. Give me that. And give me that. Okay, let's zoom out and edit, copy, edit, paste. All right, there we go. And our ugly version. All right, and because I don't really want to steal anything, let's just take this idea and run with it, right? So let's go ahead. I'm gonna get some text here. All right, I'm gonna just plop it down on here somewhere. There we go. And we'll just say B Brian Furious. Alright, we'll call it Big. I don't know what we're gonna say. Brian Flurry. We'll say Brian Flurry, right? Okay, cool. So we'll say Brian Flurry. Let's make it black. All right, cool. Let's take the size up. Boom. All right, let's change the font. I don't know. Here we go. What is this? Destroy. There we go. That looks great. All right, so we got Brian Fury. Hey, you. All right. Yeah, so we got Brian Fury and what is he? Let's see. A little bit free clip art. Hopefully this is real clip art. I just want like a gear. I don't want to make a gear myself. Look at that big brain. There we go. Is this free? Or I gotta? Oh my god. What? Why can't you find free stuff anymore? I just want some crappy clip art. Free clip art. Here we go. Gear. There we go. We got some gears, baby. All right. Free with trial. I don't want a trial. It was just free. Where it's just free. That's it. They're just little simple gears. I mean, I could make it on my own, but I'm lazy. What about these? Are these free images? I just need a black and white gear. What about this? No, I don't like that. All right, is this free? Free download, baby. There we go. Nice. Yeah, except all cookies hack my shit. All right, is it downloaded? Did it download? Oh my goodness, free download. Wait a couple seconds. And I'm just gonna put a gear behind it, and then, I don't know, maybe like an explosion. Okay, let's set up a new folder. We'll call this Brian Brand T-shirt. Save. So let's open in place. Oh, okay, cool. Let's grab. No layer selected. Oh my goodness. Control A, edit, copy, merged, edit, paste. There we go. Pull this up here. Let's hide all this stuff. I don't need any of that. There we go. Let's grab a gear. Let's grab this fat gear right here. Hey, select it. Is it selected? There we go, nice. Copy it, Control V. There we go, got a gear. Start behind that. Let's make the gear. Color fill red. Well, that's not what I want. Whatever, layer styles. What? Just make it a layer style, bro. Double check. Okay, cool. Color overlay. There we go. Let's make it red. Nice. Okay, there we go. Red gear. And let's give it like a stroke. There we go. Let's give a stroke some weight. There we go. Some weight. Okay, cool. And we got our words. And our words, we're going to want to give some weight as well. Let's make it white. All right, and let's bring it down like that. Let's bring that stroke a little smaller. Okay. All right, there we go. And what other free stuff can we get? Splatter. Get a splatter. There we go, got some splatters. Nice. Get this image for free. Gotta sign up or some shit, and I don't want to do that. Free download, there we go, nice. Wait a few seconds. Okay, cool. All right, so while that's doing that, let's grab Brian. So I'm gonna grab Brian with UModel, and the way I have my UModel set up, I think it's the easiest way to do it. Basically, I have it, I went and extracted the pack from my GitHub. We'll just go to my GitHub so you see it. Just say, okay. And we'll just go to GitHub, CDDT, whatever. Let's go here to Tekken 8 resources. And then I have it set here. You just download this and then unzip it and throw it in your wherever you want to put it. So I put mine in my game packs folder, and I just unzipped the whole thing and just dropped it in here. And then there's a materials folder. Just take those pieces out and throw it in the same folder. That's what I do. And then I just select on this. That way it's opening from my pack folders, right, that are in my game. Now, it's important to note that if you have mods on, you want to turn them off. So I'm going to go ahead and turn those off using my other script thingy here. Hit 1. All right, that's not going to close because this is open, so let's close that. Let's go ahead and do this again. I hit 1. Now they're all closed. Cool. All right, let's go back into here. Let's go down to this, open it up. And I do that so that the folder is just already set. We'll go to Unreal 4. We'll go down to 5.2 and just say okay. All right, so what I'm looking for is Brian's t-shirt. And maybe I'll look for a different t-shirt this time. Let's look for, let's see where we at. Character, item. We're gonna go to model, then unique. And Brian's code is CHT. So let's find you, CHT. And actually, I don't think I want Brian's, so to speak. I want the universal one. So I'm gonna go to comment, I'm gonna go to male, and I'm gonna go to upper. And I do not know what these shirts look like. So let's see. I've done a t-shirt, but I want to use like his regular shirt. He's got a shirt rolled up. What is this? Okay, and so they have one for, oh, this one has CL cloth in it. That's for pig and for CML, and then I'm guessing this is the universal one. I haven't done this, so whatever, we'll see how it goes. CCN I think is Jack and CML is Yoshi, so I'll just want the original one. Let's take a quick look at it. Here we go. Nice. So we're gonna put this logo on the back of this shirt. That's the goal. So let's go back to open package. I'm gonna select both of these, and I'm gonna make sure that my export folder is where I want it to be, which is F model. I'm gonna use the GLTF. And I think someone was saying there's something about like export all weights. I guess that's the thing I need to do. I don't know. I'm gonna hit OK. All right, so that exports that to here, and I'm gonna go ahead and import it. Now, if you have regular Blender, you're gonna want to make sure you have the updated GLTF. There's a default one here. You wanna go ahead and disable that one. And then there's one that you can download that one of the fellow modders has created, and I think I put a copy of it in here as well. It's this. So you just download this, install it the way you install every other Blender add-on, and then enable it. You'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and import our GLTF. Right. And let's go ahead and find where I saved it, which I think is here. Character, item, model, common, male, upper, and I think shirt rolled up. There we go. Meshes. And I've got both of these guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and just click on both of them and import them. Boop. So now we got those. Nice. And I'm just hiding their bones for a second. Let's go ahead and save this also. In here. Oh, that's the wrong folder. But Brian, say Brian brand shirt. All right, nice. So that's ready. Let's go back to our logo stuff. Let's see. And actually, I think I might just keep this the way it is. And let's grab this guy, move him over like this, and then let's go ahead and duplicate that layer. Move this one here. Let's free transform it and make it small. And now I got this logo. All right. Cool. And it doesn't really make any sense, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, so I've got my logo right here, and we'll get to this in just a moment. So let's go ahead and leave that for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep these mesh for use. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just hide the bones like that, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and the thing is, there's an issue, I guess, when it comes to like vertexes or whatever, that like some of the vertex counts aren't exactly the same. So to alleviate that issue, you can grab your MSL, hit Shift D to make a copy of it. Go ahead and clear the parent, And I believe Salt suggested this method, and it's a pretty solid method. I'm gonna go ahead and hide the one that's still on there. And I'm gonna select my PRP mesh right here. So I'm just gonna call it like PRP original, right? And I'm gonna call this one PRP new. And let's just call this one MSL, just so I'm, for sure. All right, so this guy has all of the MSL, but we're calling it PRP because we're gonna go ahead and take the weights over there. And so normally I would just clear the weights and then add the new weights, but I'm just gonna add new weights. So I'm gonna select this one, and then if you're over here in the outline, you'll hit Control. If you're in here, you'll hit Shift, but I'm gonna hit Control to select that one. So now that's the active one. Let's go into weight paint mode, go to weights, transfer weights. We'll use nearest vector, and I'm just gonna change this to name, and we're good to go. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and make this PRP available. I'm gonna select this, Control select that, parent, armature deform. All right, so now when I move this armature, I can hit Control Tab to just, click on this, Control Tab, and I can move it around, and it all moves, right? This one moves too. They both move together. Nice, perfect. So all of my weighting is good. We're good to go. All right. Nice. And so I'm just going to delete the original just because I don't need it right now. And I don't need to see this one. I don't need to see any of this stuff. So now what I'm going to do is open this back up or make it visible. And now I've got this mesh right here. And I have no idea what this mesh looks like. So let's go ahead and go into edit mode and take a look at it. One of the first things I want to do though is make sure I'm grabbing the shirt. Now the thing that kind of sucks about UModel is I don't have the material names, but I can grab those, and I will in a moment. But I'm taking a look at this shirt, and I don't know, there's like a vest on this thing? I don't even understand. So it's got like a vest. Oh, and then this is probably some cloth pieces. Whatever. There's a lot of materials on this thing. But what do I want to mess with? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into App Model to take a better look at my stuff. So I'm going to find it just like I found it in the other one. And let's go to Model, Common, Male, Upper, and where is shirt rolled? I'm so blind. Oh my goodness. Where is it? Alright, here's the common one. Okay. Alright, here we go. So that's what it looks like in here. We've got a cow mesh at the bottom. Let's go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the material names. Alright, so we go skin. And usually they're in the same order. So if I go to the top and I hit select, I can see that that's skin. Let's name it skin. And you don't have to do this part, but I like to do it just so I know what I'm working with, right? Oh, okay, that's a shirt chest. Oops. Whatever. Oops, let's go here. Wow, there are a lot of materials. Watch this bite me in Zabuti. Ah, stop it. See, I always make the mistake when I stream to do something I haven't done yet. And then I run into some type of issue along the way. But you guys can learn with me if you're watching. Now, typically I don't need all of this stuff, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not sure why these are all in different things though. Like, it's kind of crazy. And I'm curious now to see. So this is, let's go ahead and make this shirt. So I'm gonna select all of these pieces. And when I look at it, this one piece, it's like over top of this one for some reason. If I hide that, what does this look like? This is crazy. This might be a little bit more involved than I wished. Well, let's put some materials on here and see what we get. So we'll go to image. Oh, one of the good things I like about this stuff is that usually the textures, the textures didn't come. All right, let's see, where are the textures for this? Sometimes they're not in the same place. So we're looking at item, model, chest, click on that. Okay, and the textures, scroll down here, are in, those are for ID textures. Here's OBDs, character model item. Wow, they didn't pull all the pieces. Huh, interesting. Well, since I'm in here, I might as well just grab them. So we'll just grab these textures, and I will go ahead and save texture as PNG. And when they're all done, they all pop up down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this file area real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a new little window here. Zoop. And I'll make it a file browser, drop that in there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and bring these in here. So this is for chest. So let's bring these in and see what's up. And there's only an RMA and an OBD in the chest file. So where are the other pieces? These Tekken guys are all over the place. So let's go back to the chest material. Let's go down to our texture parameters down here. See if we can get a better idea where everything is. So those are some detail normals. Here's our base normal. Okay, so it's in this M004 folder. I don't know what this cube map is for. Okay, so let's go there. Let's go to male, upper. Go down here to 4. Oh my goodness. Get back. Let's grab these textures. Whoa, there's a lot of textures. Maybe I need them, maybe I don't. Let's grab them anyways. And I'm not really gonna load a lot of them, but I just need to get a general idea of what is it's gonna look like. So let's see, what is this? This is OBD and RMA. Those aren't ones I really want. Got all of these textures, so I'm gonna do the same thing. And let's take a look at them. Let's look for chest. Okay, this is the one I really want, so let's just grab that. Plug it in and see what we get. Okay, so we've got this shirt here, which I don't know if that's the right one. Let's try this one. Okay. That one looks like it's probably the right one. Then I have another. What is this? Chest fit. So what is this? This is rolled up chest. Is there a rolled up version? Chest fit, regular chest, chest plate. Days is crazy, man. All right. Well, it is what it is. Let's see, what is this? This is chest hem. Alright, where's the color one? It's really the only one I want. Where is it though? Okay, it's called just whatever this is. So because I have all of these, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this, hit copy, go back into here, type that, there we go, nice. So we're at hem, let's grab that one, bring it in, pop. What did it even do? Oh, okay, there we go. That's so crazy. All right, nice. That's gonna make this process a little bit more difficult than I wanted it to. 1 second. All right, let's set up elbow. Hopefully elbow is just in here, elbow. All right, multiple elbows. Let's try this elbow and see if it works. That looks like it works. Bring the other one in, just check. I don't think that's the right one, so let's go with this one. Alright, let's delete this stuff for now. Let's grab this upper arm. And there's only one, yay. Okay, so is that his arm? Okay, it's the sleeve. Alright, cool. Oi. Okay, so normally what I would do in this situation is just grab these pieces. So I'm gonna just start there, I guess. So I'm gonna grab this one, this one, this one, this one. I'm gonna hit Shift D, and then I'm gonna separate that selection. Boom. All right, so now I just have one with a shirt and one that's the full thing. So now I just got the shirt right here. Because there's a bunch of them, I'm just gonna call this shirt parts. And so what I'm gonna do is, let's go into here real quick. And I wanna kind of look at the UV map a little bit more. Try to see what's going on here. What needs overlapped. All right, so that stuff is not being overlapped. This stuff is. Blah, 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 blah. And I don't know why. It's kind of crazy. So, but all I want to do is add an image to the back here. That's really all I'm looking to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be lazy. So I was gonna put it on the whole back, but I think I'm just gonna put it on, oh, maybe I'll put it on both. So we'll grab this, right? And I'm gonna separate this selection one more time. So now I just got this vesty part. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove any unnecessary materials. I'm gonna do the same thing for this. Remove, so it's just the materials that are relevant. Okay, so we got these two materials right here. Nice. I'm gonna go into UV maps and I'm gonna make a new UV map for this. And I'm going to do this. I'm just gonna select all of that. This should just give me the back, and then I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Turning on this, and just kind of getting rid of the pieces I don't think I'm gonna need. Or maybe let's do it like this. Let's just grab a big old square. And I'm just gonna focus on, come on me. I don't know why I can't do this. It's not that hard. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just go over here and I can just make sure it's on sync. And now I can just grab the square that I want. Yeah, that works a lot better. Alright, so this is where I'm going to put the logo. I will go up a little bit higher. We want to go. Alright, so I'm going to set up my UV map. And so the way I'm going to do it, and this is its own special UV map. And I'm going to hit Control. Oops, we got a little section we missed. I'm going to hit Hide, right? I'm going to hit A, and I'm going to go ahead and reset the UVs. Boop. And I'm going to reset those and make them really teeny tiny. I'm going to turn this on because I'm going to make it microscopic, right? 0.0001. And I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the corner. Now turn this back on. Alright, so now if I hit Alt H, everything comes back and I have this UV map right here. And I just want to make sure only that part's selected, right? So I got this new custom UV map that I'm going to be using. And we'll make it about that size. Alright, cool. So now let's go ahead and grab our logo. So I've got my logo over here. I'm going to go ahead and export as a PNG. Just say save. And Brian t-shirt, and we'll call it Brian brand logo. And before I do that, I'm going to separate these into different colors. So what I'm going to do is make the text its own color. So we'll make the stroke, let's make the stroke like, just you can make it green. We'll make the color overlay. Alright, red, that's fine. Let's go ahead and make the stroke the same color for both of them. So we'll do green. And then we'll go ahead and make the color overlay blue. That'll make it really easy to separate into like a good mask. Let's go ahead and copy and paste. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and save this. Export as PNG. Save. Brian logo. Overlay. Nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that in here. So I'm going to hit Shift A, search image. And we're going to go ahead and open up our logo. Just drop it on there. And there we go. It's beautiful, right? It's freaking amazing. And right now it's on both of these. So what I'm also going to do for a second is create a new material. Created a bunch. Delete. Whatever. This will be, we'll call this a logo mat. And call this one logo mat as well. Call this logo mat chest. And then I'll make this. Okay, they have to be the same name for what I want to do. All right, so I'm going to select these areas and set them here. and then I'm gonna grab these areas. There you stop selecting, and I'm gonna put it at the bottom one, right? So even though they're the same material, they're gonna respond. They still maintain their areas. And now I'm gonna hit Shift A, image, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab my image. Throw it in. There we go. Looks all crazy. And right now it's still looking at this UV map, but I can switch it to look at this UV map. Oh, 1 second. All right. So here's our UV map, our special UV map. Let's go ahead and make it visible. And what I can do is I can just adjust it, right? So I can, oops, let's just do this part. Right. So I'm just hitting L to select both parts, and hit S and then X to make it wider, right? Or let's just make it overall bigger and see how we want to place it on here. We kind of move it around. Now, you also notice that it's repeating at the top, so let's go ahead and change our image to be clip, and now it's just one version of it. Alright, so here we go. And the issue that I'm going to run into is that I believe, select this part. Oh, in this case, this is actually not going to be that bad. So I don't really need both of them right now, because I'm only really going to be affecting this material. But it is what it is. Nice. So since that's the case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kind of backtrack a little bit. So I'm going to go back to this here. And oops. And I'm going to return that back to what it belongs to. Alright, cool. But you see how it looks all messed up? It's messed up because I'm looking at the wrong UV. So we'll go back up to here. And where is my logo? Alright, so I'm going to plug the logo in. And we need to fix this, right? So I don't want to keep switching back and forth between my UV maps. So I'm going to hit Shift A, search UV map, and plug that right into here. And now I'll go to my second UV map, and now it's going to be feeding that UV map data into this image, which is applied right here. So now if I go, but however, if I want to work with it, I need to make sure that the active one is the one that I'm working with, right? Now the crazy thing about Blender is it doesn't automatically change names. So if I change shirt logo, this is like, I don't know what that is. So you gotta just refresh it. Okay. Let's try to center it a little bit. Nice. And if I grab this color map, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a mix color node, color, just so I can kind of see how it's going to work, right? And so we're going to mix this over top of the base one, right? And we're going to set it to 100, and I'm going to use the alpha to break it off. So that means that only that part of the logo is going to show through. Now I set it to green, blue, and whatever. So when I set this thing all up, that might give me some issues. I don't know. But I can do it a couple of different ways, right? So one of the ways it's probably going to be easier to do is to use a pattern. And if I have an image that is already set to a specific color, like say I want to, let's go back into here And let's change the stroke to, say, black. Okay, right? And we're gonna change the overlay to red, and we'll make it like a deep crimson red or something like that. And now I'm gonna go to this one, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Set that to black. We'll set this one to red, but it'll be a bright red. Cool. Let's go ahead to the Brian Fury, and let's set this one to white. Okay, and actually we're going to use a gradient overlay for whatever reason, and we'll go to a stroke. Let's say inner shadow. Let's go to stroke, gray, white, black. Keep it black. Stroke a little bit smaller. Let's add like a drop shadow to it. And the drop shadows don't really translate very well. We're gonna make this a pretty hard drop shadow. Let's see, spread. What is it? Is it size or spread? There we go. And maybe for this, we'll use a pattern overlay. I don't even know what this is. Get rid of the color overlay. Alright, okay. And the only reason I'm doing this is because it can be a bit annoying to try to get all of your colors in here. Now you can, if you want to, make a mask that uses all these different colors, and you could change all of these aspects of this, but I'm creating something that would be easier to just drop on there, right? I don't want to have to set all the colors for all of this stuff. I just want to, what does satin mean? I don't even know. So we'll do another pattern overlay. Set that to that. Scale. All right. And let's change this font. To something a little bit easier to read. There we go. And I don't like that gradient, but I like that. We'll center that. I'm gonna merge down. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and export as PNG. We'll call this one PC. And this actually might be the better example to go with for some of the things you can do. But now that I have that, I can also just switch that and put that in here like this. And there we go. And now I've got this logo that'll go on. Now the way this is normally going to work in the game is that there's going to be an ID map probably for this. So let's find the ID map. All right, and this is for H chest C. So I'm just going to be like H chest underscore, let's see, ID. Perfect. Here we go. And we've got this ID map. And so not much is really being affected, at least in this portion of this material. Oh, what happened? Yep, so just this area up here and the main part. And I would say that this is probably 1, 2, 3. This is probably a 3-color split. I can verify that. In here, where we at? go down here and look at, oh yeah, let's pick chest colors. So we have a split number. If I look at it, yep, 3. So it's 3 colors in the red channel, right? So that's what this is for this particular material. And if I wanted to split that up, I have some nodes that I created. So we can set this to channel packed, and I hit Shift A, search. Let's do Shift A, and we'll go to groups. And I've got these nodes, and they're available on my Blender thing that I have, and I can say 3, right? So if I plug this in, and I want to set, I might have to get a separate color. Oh, and we have it set to red. And so this is the channel input. And now what it does is it puts the colors to each of the areas. Now this particular mesh doesn't have any of the third color being used, but you can see that color B, which is this one, is being green, and color blue, which is this dark one, is the colors. And with a 3 thing, this would be 1, this would be 2, and this would be 3. But I digress. So this would be the different colors you could have set for in the game. Make it like he's got a gray shirt, give him some white buttons, right? And I'm curious what this one uses for an ID. And this is what hem, see? We're gonna hem ID. Okay, and it's essentially using the same stuff. And I don't think it's a 2. Let's see what it is. And it's not, this is all just one color anyways. But it's using the same color, so that's kind of cool. There's only one button? I thought there was more buttons. Is this shirt open or something? So what's happening with this one is most likely this section down here is its own for physics. The physics are probably on that one. Next color. Let's go here. There is the color. All right, so here's the color. All right. And so the way this kind of works in game also is that this is the main color. And so the main color will mix with the ID map first. Mix our color. So it'll be this color, and then whatever's in my ID mask we multiplied, and there we go. So we got this ugly green color, and then this pattern will be placed on top. So this will go as the base. Alright, so now I got this design on the back here. Alright. So we'll set it up with this at first because I'm not sure what type of complications I've gotten myself into. Alright, so the other thing is, at this point, I can't use this. If I bake this as it is, I'm going to get nothing, right? The other thing is, I can't bake it, oh, let's see. Which version am I looking at? Okay, well no, this is actually good news. So what this is saying to me right now is that this UV mat, for I guess both of these, is the same, right? I haven't altered it. So I can bake to this one texture and I should be great. They're just using the texture on multiple parts, and it was looking kind of messed up because the sleeves have their own material that don't have the same setup. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and bake this up. Alright, so let's go ahead and bake this texture, right? To do that, I'm going to use text tools because I love text tools, right? And what I want to do is and I'm going to use I'm going to bake two things. So I'm going to bake, I don't need all this other stuff. I just really need the image, right? That's placed where I need it to be. So I'm going to plug that in. Oops, that's not the right image. There you go. Alright, where is my logo? It's right here. So I got, that's not the right logo. Grab this one. And I'm going to set this, let me set the UV map to it. Alright. And hold on. Why is it doing that? Okay, I needed to be set to clip. Alright, cool. Okay, because there's really nothing there. Let's go to this one. And just grab our logo. Just unplug this stuff. Okay. And we're gonna put that in there. Let's put this one in there. Right, I'm gonna grab the alpha, and I'm gonna plug the alpha into alpha. And actually, I'm gonna plug this one into emission. Get in there. All right. And if I don't want to see it at full strength, I can just hit 0. Or 1, doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to follow suit with this on this side as well. Alright, so the whole thing is alpha'd out. If I were to take a look at this thing with alpha hash set, you'll see that each piece, that's really the only thing that I'm going to be baking. So, enough said about that. Let's go to baking. I'm going to set this to 4K. I'm going to hit quick save so I don't lose anything. We'll set this to emissive, and I'm just going to bake it. Right. And see how it's big like that? That is not what I want, because I left it on this version. I need it on this version. So I'm gonna hit bake again. And what I needed to do is bake as if it was on the original UV map. There we go. I'm going to say image save as, and we'll call this one logo PC. And I said, and I called it PCNA because I'm gonna need the alpha, and it doesn't have the alpha. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake the alpha now. Now I have to put it back together. I think there are some baking add-ons that will include the alpha, or there's a way to do it with the traditional baking, but I don't remember what that is, so I'm not gonna really go into it. Alright, the other thing I want to do is get a ID map for using the full color option. And I'm going to go into here real quick. And I want to look at this one. And I'm looking to get, I want to bake the actual full texture. And it doesn't look like everything is being included in just these two parts. So I want to go into edit mode and alt. Where did I actually cut it? No, it's it's invisible. Okay, so let me turn off that real quick. Not that one. Okay, where in the world did I delete it? Or did I actually just separate it? I think I just straight up separated it. So I'm just gonna join them back together for a second here. My goal is to find out which pieces are overlapping and which aren't. And I want to look at my base texture, kind of get an idea. So I'm going to turn this on. Let's turn this off. Alright, so it looks like there's some pieces up here. So let's see, this piece is right there. This piece is right there. These pieces, nope. What about these pieces? Nope. What about this piece? Okay, that piece is good. This piece is good. But this collar? I don't think that collar is a part of it. About this piece up here. That looks good. What is this? Okay, that's just that inner piece. Alright, what about down here? Yep, that's on there as well. What else is on this thing? Well, probably these. Oh no, I don't think those are on it. The buttons are most definitely on here. What about these pieces? Okay, yep, those pieces are on there. What about this piece? I want to say, I don't think that really fits. Nope, so I don't think that. What's in here? Oh, that's part of that as well. Okay, so I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, not all these buttons look on here. So I'm gonna hit Control I and hide, right? And it looks like these buttons unless there's an issue with the UV maps. but it looks like they should be good. Well, it's weird that these images don't seem to match perfectly. Maybe I don't have the right one selected. Okay. Okay, so these ones do not belong. Okay, so I don't want those. And I'm wondering if these elbow are parts of the elbow piece. Let's see. No. Oh. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, so the hem. Okay, so the hem and the chest both share the same texture. So, good. That's good to know. Nice. Okay. Alrighty, alright. So what I'm gonna do is grab this one, and this one. I'm gonna hit Shift D and separate that selection. Okay, because I just want to bake this texture. That's really all I want. And I want to make sure it's in full. Now, as for the alpha mask, it's not as important because the only thing I'm grabbing is essentially this this image here, right? But for a mask over the whole thing, I want to make sure I have it set up correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my mask version, my ID, right? And let's go ahead and just plug it in right here real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and isolate this, just things I need. Okay, so I've got my mask here. It's getting, these wires are getting crazy. I should delete them. Delete them. Eat. And I'm grabbing this case, this one. Right. I should still have the UV map on this. I do. Okay. And so I can decide kind of how I want to set up my UV map to look. So I'm going to go ahead and separate these colors for a second, right? And so I've got, in the red channel, I've got that, right? In the green channel, I have that outline. In the blue channel, I have that, right? But that's only 4 colors, but I need 4 colors, right? And this is not going to do. So what I'm going to do is set it to, I guess, the alpha. Do I want to do an alpha? No, I don't want to do an alpha. So what I'm going to do is set 2 reds. Now I know the values by heart. For red is 2.12 and 1. So I'm going to hit Shift A, mix color, and I'm going to go ahead and plug my red factor in real quick. I'm going to set this initial one to black, and I'm going to set this to red, right? And I want the background to be the other red. So this is red at full. I want this one to be red as well, but for the second ID that I'm going to be using. So I'll get this and go 0.212, and now I have this, right? I've got 2 different colors. I'm going to go ahead and hit Shift D, and I usually set this to 0. That way whenever I plug it in, it doesn't make any changes until I decide. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm grabbing the green channel, dropping it in here, and it's going to be red because it's set to red right now, but I'm going to switch it to green, right? And I can switch it any way I want to, right? So I can make the blue channel, let's make the blue channel also a green, right? So we're going to do it the same way we did the red channel, and I'm going to change the value to 0.212. Okay, so my split channel will look something like 2200. Right, and so now I have that, and I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to make a group real quick. And the benefit of having a group set up is I can just go ahead and copy this, and then go to my other material here. Move this stuff out of the way. I can paste my group and just drop it in. Alright. The one thing I have to make sure though is that this is set to clip. There we go. Alright, and just like I baked the initial one, I'm going to do it again, except this time I don't need to make an alpha. And I'm going to just take this and plug it into emissive. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay, so essentially now I have a new ID map. And the ID map is going to apply to both of these materials, right? Because I'm not changing the materials right now. I'm just going to keep everything the same for the most part, and I'm just going to adjust the CI, I would imagine. That's going to be the goal. We'll call this, I'll just call it logo ID, and then I'll just call it hem and chest. Say. So what I'm going to try to do now is not change the base material or anything. I just want to go in and kind of set the materials up and see if I can just do that without having to impact the actual mesh. And in this case, this would be an ideal situation to use, I think, Peak's setup, because he has made it so you can just import JSON, but I haven't set that up at all, so I don't have that to work with. So I'm gonna have to figure out a different way to do it. So this was a really bad example to use on my behalf. But you know, I like a challenge, I like learning new things, and so that's what I'm doing now. My philosophy is that if you're going to do new things, if you want to keep doing things, you want to keep doing new things. And if you're going to try something new that's a branch off of what you already know, then you're also testing the information and knowledge that you already have. Okay, here's the other thing. So let's go ahead and hide those shirt pieces. And if we go back to the original one that I'm working on here, right, these materials should still work just fine, right? So I should be able to just plug this in. Okay, and it's not working, right, because of this UV map. But now I want to go ahead and switch this to the correct one, right? So if I switch it to this, there we go. That's what we're looking for an ID map. And it should be the same with this logo. There we go. And I don't want to use the logo there. Actually, let's go in here. Copy. Grab this. All I wanted to do. Oh, and it's not showing the alpha because this image itself is not an alpha. So I would have to take this one and plug it into there to get that image. I'm gonna make a little group. Just kind of show how they work. So in this example, I have I grouped all these things together. This is the input of the color map, so I'll just say color map, and the output is going to be color. with pattern. Okay, so what that allows me to do is I can copy this and bring this down to, or let's bring it to this one, I believe. I can paste it, plug that in. I'm looking for my, this is the color. There we go. I think I could actually apply the same thing to everything else, right? So I should copy this and let's go into here. Let's plug this one up in there, right? Then I can plug this into here. There we go. And the benefit of this setup, right, is that if I go into here and I change this color, it applies to all of the pieces at one time. And that's kind of a mechanism that happens in the game as well. So whenever I'm building my stuff and I'm making it, my goal is to try to create something that's as close to how the game works while in Blender. So while I'm testing all of my stuff, seeing how it works, I can get a good idea. Then bring it over to UE and do even more real world testing, if at all possible. But I digress. So I have the textures for the most part that I need. The last thing I need to do is to get a alpha like this one, right, where it's got an image and then the alpha. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the this one. All right, and now I'm gonna open and place the alpha. I have no idea what's taking a while. All right. Okay, I'm gonna Control A. I'm gonna copy merged. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. I'm gonna go ahead to my mask. I'm gonna hit Alt, and then click on that, and then I should be able to paste that there. And now I've got an alpha map. So I can go ahead and now export this as a PNG. So now I've got that I can use. I don't need to use the alpha mask anymore. So what I could do is clear that out. Throw this alpha, well, throw that alpha to there and this color into here. And switch this to that. There we go. Nice. Alright, so we got that design. Whatever, that's cool. Took a lot more work than I expected or I anticipated, but we've got that part working. But that's only the first part. Now, what I've done in the past is I've brought in the meshes over, and that's why I did that whole weighting thing. But I'm gonna try to avoid that and see if I can just manipulate the BI and the CI and see if that'll get me what I want. It might not, and it might. I don't know. I think the key thing is gonna be having to keep some properties intact. I'm not sure though. So let's just go into UE and see what we can do. All right, so I'm going to first off create, let's see, I need a little notepad to kind of figure out how I want to do this. All right, so my goal is to affect the CI. So let's start with the CI, see if I can just do a CI and get it done, right? And that's the customize section. So let's go into, I'm just gonna go to F model so I can just find out where it is and what is located. So the CI is customized item asset, And I'm gonna go in here to CHT, and I'm gonna see if it's in here, which it's not. It's in, where is the, I can't remember how these are set up for the common items. Oh yeah, CM0. So I'm gonna go into body upper, and I want to find that shirt. Rolled up. And there are a bunch of pieces to this thing. Let's see, how much is there? Is there a lot? There's a lot. So I really don't want to do that. So I'm gonna have to learn how to use peak stuff real quick. See if I can figure it out. Okay. I don't know if he has any instructions on this, so we'll see. More updates, added a script, push some major. Let's see if, what is this? They should now support more of the data types. He's got these scripts here. And at this point, I'm kind of like a noob, right? I'm a noob to this because I don't use scripts like that. So I don't know how to do this stuff. So let's see if he has any like instructions. Usage. Okay, set the mesh JSON path to the location of your exported mesh JSON from app model. Select your imported GLTF mesh in Blender. Then run the script in Blender. Okay, so this is for something different. That's not what I want. I don't know if there's just a overall mass import PY. So this automates materials and stuff. So does he have a README in here? README. Okay, let's hit this. Is that it? That's your README? Okay. What is that? No, that's just that. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Is there a tutorial section? All right. So he's got item class information, but we already knew all that, or we should have. Physics. Deactivate ID coloring system. We don't want to do that. Elbow guide for custom mesh. Another tutorial. Here. Oh no, it's audio stuff. Okay. All right. So there's nothing there. Where would he put it? Maybe in releases. See any tools? Okay, so no info there. And this is kind of the struggle that people have when it comes to modding. Like, how do I get started? And it's difficult. It's hard. You're like, where do I find the information? There's so much information, but where are the tools? So you can see someone who has been modding for a minute still struggling to find where the information is at. So maybe I'll look up JSON, right? That's probably too much. So he's got updates. He added a script. Automate importing dummy materials and custom types. Importing feature can be used both for importing originals. Alright, we got some talks. Where does he explain how to do it? Let's see, is it in a pin? Oh, here we go. Yahtzee again. Okay, you need to re-update. I don't know what that means. Stick all the new versions in content Python. Okay. What does that mean? Do I need to Okay, let's look at it. So a set of Python scripts for automating stuff. Cool. Cool, cool. One way to do it. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so here we go. Instructions, baby. And I'm going to add this to my GitHub. And most of the stuff I add to my GitHub is so that I can find it again, because I get so lost with a bunch of stuff. So we've got this here, and here I'm going to add it in here. Link. Wow, this is Peaks tool to import assets with from JSON. Okay. There we go. All right, so this is not mine. It's just, I'm gonna lose it. There we go. Cool, nice. All right, so then we'll go back to his and we'll check out all of his. Dude's killing it when it comes to this stuff. This is not my world, but let's go. All right, so clone the repository into your UU project. So let's see, cloning a repository. I'm gonna go to GitHub. I don't know how to clone it into. Clone this repository so that the Python scripts are in the content Python directory. I'm going to think it's like this. I'm going to Control C to copy that. Let's go to repositories. We're going to add one. I'm going to clone it by URL. Set that there. Just clone it. I was unable to authenticate. How am I gonna clone it? Okay, so I guess I'm not doing that. So can I just download it then? Download zip. All right, let's download this to just downloads. Let's say. Okay, so I'm assuming all of this needs to go into content Python. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna copy, and hopefully this is what I need to do. So let's go to UV, let's go to my, I don't even know what is my project. I'm gonna just go to show and explore so I know for sure. Okay, Polaris main. So let's see what he says. Let's go back. So he says put it. Wow, let's go down here. Okay, so he says make sure it's in content Python. So let's go back to our folder. And now I'm gonna go to content, and then there should be Python, and I'll just drop it in there. I'll probably need to reload my stuff. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna go here and I'm just going to reload my project. So it's gonna turn off, turn back on. And while that's going on, let's go ahead and grab this CI, except this time I'm gonna save it as JSON. Click on that so that folder is open. Okay. Let's go to step 2. So make sure Python editor script is plugged in. Set up, and I think that's in the editor properties. So we'll go to edit, plugins, I think. All right, let's look at Python, and we want to make sure the Python editor script plugin. I think that's what he said. Python editor script plugin. All right, let's make sure that's on, which it is. So that's good. Let's see, step 2, in editor preferences, search for Python and enable developer mode and content browser integration. All right, so let's go to project settings, Python. All right, we've got developer mode, click, and browser, where is that at? Content browser integration. Where is that in here? There's probably a picture. Let's see. Does he have a picture? Enable content browser. Am I just blind? I'm probably blind. Developer mode. Okay, let's content browser. Where why don't I have that? Okay, let's look at it again. So plugins. Where's he at? Is he in the plugin section or something? So he just typed in Python. Alright. And enable developer mode and content browser. Maybe did I do that in the wrong section maybe? Let's type it again. Python. Okay, developer mode. Where is it? I don't know. I don't know why it's not here. Maybe I gotta switch to all settings. Go to all settings. Python. Enable. Am I just retarded? I've got to be retarded. Is that not what it shows in his stuff? Was there something else? All right, Pythons are plugins Python, right? Mine says plugins Python. What the fuck? Okay, let's go to plugins. Type in Python, and it's set. Is there anything I'm missing? Is there a piece? He's got those two set. I've got those two set. Enable remote execution. Do I gotta hit that? No. It's in advanced. Let's see, is there anything that he has unclicked or something? Nope, his Python. I can't read that so little. What? What the hell, bro? I can't zoom in. Well, maybe I can. Sometimes when whoa. Where'd it go? Alright, let's go back in here. Developer mode. Type hashtag mode. Enable. Where is that? Do I gotta go to general or something? Am I in the wrong section? Maybe it's in project settings? Python? Maybe editor settings? Okay, maybe it's in here. Okay. It's in editor settings. Hopefully the other stuff. Is that what he says? Oh, editor preferences. Okay, see, this is the big thing. This is a good thing to note. This is very easy to not follow all the instructions, right? And go back and just be like, wait, did I do that? Okay, so to create a dummy master material, first create the MI and UE. It must have the same name. Then right click on import mi JSON. Then point the JSON from which you want to import. Alright, I'm not doing that, but maybe it's the same process for the other stuff. Let's see, create any instance maybe you want to customize them. Good stuff, good stuff. Make sure to overwrite anything you want to change. Okay, here we go. CI options. The import CI Pi creates and import CIs from their F models into UE. Now you can make MIs which are different from those in the original mesh colorable again, blah, blah, blah. All right, so clone the repository. Got that. Cool. Open the import CI script and edit export root to point to the root. God damn it. So, I think what that means is I have to go into here and import CI Python. So I'm going to show more options. Where's the edit? There's no edit. Open with Python. What happened? I don't know. Let's open with Notepad. Okay. All right, so I've got this open. And it says open the import script and edit export root. So let's find that. Export root. Okay, here we go. In your F model and point to the root parent directory of contents. So I believe the root parent I don't know what that is. Let's see if I can kind of follow along with what is currently there. So they're looking for the Polaris folder. So it's your project folder. Okay, I think. All right, so I'm gonna go here. So I'm going to my Polaris folder, right? It's where my stuff is at. So I'm gonna hit copy, bam. And now I'm going to change this to this. And what I'm gonna do is a little bit different. So I'm going to copy this and paste it. And now I'm going to comment out that section in case I need to go back and fix it, right? And now I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, okay, so now, okay, so root to point to the root in your F model JSON extraction folder. Wait, what? What the fuck? Okay. Open the export root to point to the root in your F model JSON extraction folder. Okay, so that's not, I was incorrect again. So let's go back. I think I need to go to where it is in JSON. Alright, so I'm not sure actually. So let's go to the JSON, which is right here, and let's go to the root. Okay, and so this example root is exports Polaris. So I'm going to assume that this is the same thing. So I'm going to copy. Now let's update this to this. Okay. And now I'm going to save that. All right, now list the assets you want to import in the assets to import variable using the convention shown in the script. Okay, all right, cool, let's go. Okay, so we've got, let's make this bigger because I'm blind. So list the CI assets you want to import. Are these all commented out? They look like they're commented out, or that's a to-do. Okay, that's the instructions. Do I uncomment them? I don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna hit enter, right? And let's go to where I exported it, right? So go to export. We'll go to a character item, customize item, CM0 BDU. Okay, and now I'm going to. Why can't I just copy the path? Copy as path. There we go. And now I'm going to hit. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paste. Okay. And so he's using content. Oh, his are backward. All right, so I guess I have to write them out. So we'll say, let's grab this, copy, paste it, right? And now I have to update it. So CM0 BDU, and then this, but without the JSON, I believe, and then with a little thing. All right, I think that's right. So let's delete that. Okay. I think that's how it's supposed to go. All right. Now go into Yeezy. All right, let's go ahead and save this. You can then edit. All right, so go into UE at the command prompt and the output log, change the prompt type to Python and run import CI. What? Okay. Go into you and at the command prompt in the output log. So I'm kind of outside of my depth with this stuff. So let's go to our output log. Here we go. Command prompt. Nice. And what do you say? You can then edit the CIs however you want to. All right, whatever. All right, so change the prompt type to Python. Oh, okay, cool. Prompt type. I'm learning stuff. All right, and then import that. All right, no, not you. All right, so we'll type this and then hit enter. Right? Did I hit enter? Okay, restart. What did I do? Did I break it? What is going on? Or is it working? What's happening? Why is it flickering? No one told me about restarting stuff. Okay, it looks like maybe it's done. It did something. Alright, I'm gonna hit restart later. Let's see if I can find it. So does it put it where it's supposed to be? So let's go to character, item, customize item. Oh, look at that, it does. Okay, so shirt rolled up. So this is my custom one that I made. This is the one that was created. Alright, cool. So it's got all of the stuff plugged into it, right? So that'll definitely be helpful. Nice. All right, so if you don't understand how this works, I'll try to give a basic explanation. It doesn't matter that it was made with his or mine. This is the default one. I don't know how much success they've been having with the default versions. I don't know how they're all set up. Is this the shirt rolled up? The shirt rolled up? Let me look at the actual JSON. Does it only have... It's only got the chest material? and then some stuff in it. So that's not bad. I don't think. These are all, looks like, I don't know what these are for. They're not colorable. Okay, so all that's looking good. So if it copied it directly, then it should be good. Ah! It's got all of this stuff set. Cool, nice. And then it's got this MI here. So I'm going to use a new MI. So that's going to be the difference with this one. And I may have to edit some of these things as well. So let's see. Let's go to the top real quick. Boop. Control F. Array. Okay, so assign per material slot. So this is the first slot. Blah, 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 blah. And we see that slot number 0 is set. And I could probably go in the game to verify. But I'm guessing there's only one color for this shirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, copy it, and get that, right? So if I keep sliding through this, oh, I think I only saw, so I'm going to slide through it. I've got one there. If I look at that, that is that material, right? Oh, there's two materials. Okay, hold on, let's go up. Shirt rolled up, chest. Oh wait, hold up, that's whatever, right? Color, set. And then this is ID 2. Okay. Okay, so there's only two colors. All right, there's 0 and 1. All right. If I go up top here, right, those two colors should correspond to this, right? So this is the thing I think what gets people confused. So on the bottom, when you get into the array section, right? So you have two arrays. You have your initial array at the top, and that is called your design assigned slot array. And this is where like the color slots at the top of your stuff kind of show up. And there's no order. It doesn't seem like there's an order to it. But here, let me use a notepad to kind of show how that works. So you got your design array, right? And you've got a bunch of different elements, I guess we could say, like element 1, element 2. Whatever. Wow, I can't type. And I'm calling elements are essentially these little brackets of information. So from your design assigned color all the way down to scalp mask index as one element of that array. Use whatever terminology you want to, but that's the way I'm using it for now. Then you have your second one, right? And we have a second color identified here, right? But none of these have, they just say is slot true. There's no slot number set. I have found when I make my custom CIs, I just put the number there, right? And it seems to have a working effect. So we'll see. And that's it. There's only two colors. And if you see here, right, there's only two, right? So we only have one material and we have two IDs on that material being used. So the first two are these ones. So it's ID 1 and ID 2. And so these are going to correspond to ID 1 and ID 2. Now, if I were to have another material added, right? So now I've got three materials listed, and then say ID 4 is being used as a coloring slot for that second material instance. Since that's the first colorable slot, and also they're going to be numbered, right? You're going to number it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that just automatically corresponds. So all you know is that in the design array, the first one is going to to correspond to the first colorable slot. I don't know if that makes sense. But so that being said, we've got two colors that are already set up in this particular CI. I'm going to make a quick adjustment to the CI before I cook it. Is one, I'm going to go to my design assign section here. All right. Is this assign color really white? We've got the assigned pattern. So I think that's what I'm going to try first. So before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and go into here. And I'm going to go into male, I'm going to upper. And I'm going to make a new this is a very lazy mod here. But it should be fine. Alright, so I'm gonna make a new folder called male shirt rolled up. And this is just where I put like any like custom stuff that I'm gonna be using. Right, so I keep it away from my main stuff. And that's just my personal preference. You could put it in with the other folders if you want to, or if you're going to be moving stuff around. The texture that I have is custom, so it doesn't need to be in any specific place, right? So let's go into here and let's grab our textures. All right, 1 second. All right, so I want my my PC proper, which is my pattern, and then I want my ID, which is this one. So I'm going to open both of those. Nice. I should be able to open this, and there, that looks exactly the way I want it to. I've got an alpha. What? Everything's looking good. I'm going to keep this as sRGB, but I'm going to switch this to. I want to make sure never stream is selected. I'm not sure what compression mode I want to use. I will just keep it as that. Alright, we'll save. I'll also open up this one. Because it's an ID map, I'm going to never stream also. Let's make sure that's set. And then we'll go sRGB, turn that off. And okay, so here's an issue that I'm gonna run into, right? This image right here is a freaking doesn't have an alpha set, and so that's gonna cause me a little bit of issues with my ID. So what I want to do is all right, I'll be right back. Okay. Let me see. If I go to compression, will that adjust? Okay. I think I've got my alpha map back. But my alpha map is all white, and I don't want that. I want my alpha map to be not white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into Photo P. And I'm going to open up that image. or try to at least. Alright, so I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to open up this one. Go into channels, and I'm going to add a channel, an alpha channel, and I want my alpha channel to be black, and I want all of that set. Alright, go back to my layers, and I think I can export it as a PNG. Let me see if that will work. Don't think so. I might have to do it a different way. Right. See, I don't want that. So file export as TGA. I'll just call it TGA. Okay, cool. That's what I want. All right, so basically what it's saying right now is that if I were to look at the red channel, I've got a red channel, and I've got a green channel, and I've got nothing in my blue channel, and I've got nothing in my alpha. That's what I want. So I'm going to delete these. Boop. Because I don't need them. So we're going to delete those. Cool. Alright, I'm going to save everything, because saving all the time is important. Nice. Alright, so now let's make our material. I'm going to go ahead and see what the material setup is, like what its base is for this next step. So I'm going to go into this shirt material. I don't care about any of that. And I'm just taking a look here. And so it's using MICH item ANLT. And I think I have that one already built. So I'm going to make a material instance. And I'm not going to worry about the name right now. And I'm going to go to my parents. Where are my parents at? Right here. And I think underscore LT, right? So MICH. Did I make this one yet? I thought that I did, but I might not have. So I'm going to go to where I have those made. So that's in shared preset materials, and I don't have it. So I'm going to duplicate that one and make it. And the reason why I'm using this one is because I have a emulated material I like to use that has a bunch of stuff set up in it. And all of these materials stem from, I believe, the base, a single base material. And my biggest focus is parameters. So if I go into F model and we go a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole and click on this, it'll take us to our base material, which is MCH item ID RGB ANS, and that will take us to common materials character item, these bad boys right here. And this one are pretty much like these three right here are like the major culprits. And let me look inside of here real quick. Open it up. Okay, so this is my emulated material, and I'm gonna make this available. I think. I don't know if it's plug and play to work. It should, but I don't know. So this is just a general material. I don't know why my dirt mask isn't attached to anything. So what I'm going to do, so the way this works is all of the stuff that you have in here has to be attached to your base material to actually be an accessible parameter. So I'm going to attach these to a multiply, which doesn't actually work or do anything. Because I don't know if I have it set up properly, I'm going to go ahead and grab that and I'm going to plug it. Well, hold up before I say too much. Let me go into my MI. Let's go ahead and set that one to ANLT, right? And I'm not sure why I have these set up like this. Ultimately, I'll go into another video to really explain how this whole thing works. But I'm going to delete that for now. We'll just go ahead and just save this as it is. Ultimately, what I'm looking for is to get all the parameters in. If you use this same script, you'll get a dirty MI, which will have all of the parameters that you probably need to be using. So you don't have to use this thing that I have. But the purpose for the thing that I have is so that I can get to see how things are working. Alright, cool. Nice. So let's go ahead and close that for a second. Close this. Alright, I'm going to hit save all. I'm going back to my shirt. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is make a new MI. I want to call this Brian brand logo. Alright. And what I want to do, I'm going to duplicate this real quick. What I want to do is I want to inherit all of the properties of the original material being used, material instance being used, and then make an adjustment to that. That's going to be my goal, right? So that way I don't have to like tweak a lot of things. I'm just tweaking like one or two things. So I'm going to grab this, and we're going to grab this material right here, this chest material, copy, and I'm going to do that. All right, and I'm going to take this one. All right, let's go ahead and minimize that, and I'm going to parent this new one. I think it was all the way at the bottom. Is it? Where do I have it? Yeah, right here. So I'm gonna click on this and then click on this, and nothing really is going to change, but it's now going to be referencing this location, which is currently in the wrong place. So I also need to put this in the right place. And so the right place for this is, I don't even know. Is this in the models? Is it in here? Yes. Alright, so it's in common, male, upper, common, BDU. So item, I have a really bad memory. So item, oh, I already forgot, damn it. Okay, item, model, common, male, upper, common, BDU. Alright, so item, model, common, male, upper. Okay, I think that's where I forgot. So upper, and now common BDU shirt roll up. Right. So I need to make that folder. I already have the folder. Did it make it? Oh, it already made these folders here. Okay. Well, I guess that's kind of cool. Okay. Alright, cool. So this... I don't know if I like that. I'm hoping that doesn't overwrite my other stuff. I'll have to check with Peak for that. As long as it doesn't overwrite anything, I'm happy. So I'll have to verify. So far, I don't have this stuff, so it's good. Okay, so to adjust this to what I'm going to use it for, I'm going to grab this material. And I'm actually going to go into this one real quick. And I'm going to delete this one. Right? And now this is not going to have a daddy anymore. I'm going to go into this materials folder. And because I want those parameters, I'm going to go ahead and find the ANLT. And now I get all those parameters back, and we're good to go. Nice. I don't even know what these are. These are just empty dummy materials. Okay. All right, that works. Okay, but now this one is the one I want to refer to, right? So go ahead and close that one, open this one, and now that parent one is the one that I want. So this one right here, and you can just drag and drop it as well. Boop. There we go. Nice. Cool. All right, I'm done with that one. Okay, so what I want to do with this one, right, is I want to make sure right now it's inheriting everything from the original. Nothing shows up here, right? You're not going to see any of the materials that are already set for this thing, unless I change them, right? And so the thing that I want to try first is, before I change any coloring and any of that nature, I want to change the pattern color. So I'm going to select the pattern, and I'm going to select my pattern here and hit that, so that pattern is now there. And I don't, there it is. See, here's my pattern. Cool. If this was all filled out correctly, you would see it better, but because I'm doing a lot of inheritance right now, I'm not going to focus on that. The other thing I need to do is change the split number channel, because I want it to represent what I'm working with. So in that case, it's going to be 2, 2, 0, and 0. Right? Cool. So basically, let's see. I don't feel like setting all this stuff up right now. But so basically, oh wait, hold on. I don't want to change any of the split channel, to be honest. I gotta go take it back. Control Z, Control Z. Okay. Because I'm doing a pattern change only right now, I'm gonna leave everything else the same. I'm not gonna mess with any of the IDs. I don't need to. I just want to add a color, a pattern over top of the stuff, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit save, and that should be all I need to do with that. All right, cool. Now let's go back to the CI that was created and generated. So if I go back to this CI, I should be able to now, I'm not going to mess with any of the color assignment stuff, but I do need to change the assign pattern. I believe. Where is it set? Let's get this one confused. So this is the surface data. That's not what I want. I think it's the assigned pattern. It's the one that I want. So assigned pattern is here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this texture here and assign that pattern. Alright, so I've got my pattern set in my material instance, and I've got my pattern set here. I'm not going to mess with anything else. Not right now, at least. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and now I need to go ahead and pack this all up. I'm going to go ahead and set this to, I'm going to change this to mats, and I'm going to throw this into there. And I'm going to change this to text just so I have it there. Okay, so the only things I really want to be incorporated into the game right now is I have a CI that's been customized, right? And hopefully if peak stuff works great, then it should match what's already in the game. And it should be pointing now to a updated pattern texture that corresponds to a, wait, I have to make an adjustment. So I'm using a custom material in this case. So my CI right now is pointing to this rolled up chest, but that's not what I'm using, right? Everything in the rolled up chest is still correct, but I'm not using that particular material. So let's go to my mats here and change that there, right? So this is now looking for my brand logo thing. Hit Control Z. Okay, I thought I saw some things change down here, but I don't think it did. So I think we're good, right? I still want my use slot number stuff to remain as it is. So we're gonna hit save, and we should be good. So I've got the CI is now pointing to my custom MI and all of this other stuff. I have these in my file already, so it's fine, but none of these are actually going to be loaded into the mod. They're just references. And now I've got my pattern, so I should be good to go with that. So I need the CI because of course that has changed. I also need this stuff, right? I need my textures. I only need the one texture, and then I need the material. So I'm gonna make this chunk an explicit chunk. So I have like a chunks folder. Where's my chunks folder? Chunky chunks. Where you at, chunk? So many folders. Chunks, here we go. So I'm gonna make a new data asset. So you go to miscellaneous, you'll go to primary, nope, you'll go to data asset right here. Then you'll just type in primary, get a primary asset label, say okay. I usually number mine based on whatever random number I decide to give it. So I'm gonna call this 1088. I don't know why, I just pick it. And I'm gonna say Brian brand logo. All right, so you set that up. You're gonna set your priority to 1. You're gonna set your chunk ID to whatever you want to. In this case, I'm gonna make sure it matches the label I gave it. I'm going to set this to always cook, and then I'm going to use the explicit assets, right? And I think I just need 3 of them. So I'm going to grab the CI, which is this one, apply it, and I need the custom stuff. So let's go down to my custom stuff, which I've already forgotten where I put. Okay, here. And we'll grab this mat. Boop. And we'll grab that one texture. The cool thing about this is if I wanted to go ahead and switch this up, I could just add this one to it, right? Just add a new explicit asset data. It's kind of cool. Or get rid of it, delete it. So there we go. So ideally, what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and package everything up. And I should be replacing the CI in game with a 99% match CI, except with a pattern attached to it. So when I load it into the game, I should be able to go to that model, and on the back of that model is that Brian logo that I have. And then any other coloring that's already associated with it should still work. If it doesn't work, I have an idea of why that might be, but I'll wait and see how this works. Once this section is set up and this works, the next goal is to grab the custom ID and change the ID map, change the split channel, and then set the coloring appropriately. This one also only has 2 colors set for it, which is kind of interesting as well, because I'm pretty sure I've got to look and see what colors are currently customizable. So let's do that, because I have no idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn on Tekken and see what colors are good. I wonder how they did the animation for this. Did they just have some guy staring forward, be like, all right, stay as still as possible, and then when he's been standing there for like 10 minutes, they're like, all right, now we're gonna capture this data. So he has that like unsettled shift to him. All right, so let's go to Brian. All right, Brian, let's get you an upper body shirt. And let's see if I can find it. I don't even know what it is. Arms rolled up, so pretty sure it's this one. Load, bro. Yeah, I'm buying it. And look, it's got 2 colors. So if we look at the colors, we have black, and then I'm guessing just... Oh, oops. And then what? What is the other color? His buttons, that's it. It's lame. Lame sauce. This is the lame. Look how shiny it is. I don't want it that shiny. I think I'm going to try to change that as well. I'm going to change that as well. Now, if I recall correctly, the buttons would be ID 2, I guess. But the 1 and 2 that are up here do not correspond to ID numbers. So that's a very important thing. Like when you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for all these, they are not like ID 1, ID 2, ID 3, right? You can have literally, if you have 10, I don't know what the actual limit is in the game, but if you had 10 materials and you used say you use 10 IDs for specific coloring areas in every 10 material, you could have 100 colors to adjust, right? So don't think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that corresponds to a single material. Only one material, of course, can only go up to 16 as far as I'm aware, but as for total coloring slots, you have 16 available per material. And I have no idea what the material limit is. Some of these characters have a bunch of materials, so who knows. But yeah, let's go ahead. We'll just make these gold, I guess. There we go. Black and yellow. Yeah, nice. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Save exit. Sure. All right, nice. How you do this? Is it Shift Tab? Shift Tab. No, that's not it. Alright, so let's stop this. Hopefully I don't run out of video memory. Okay, this is still cooking? What the heck, bro? Does this... I gotta clean out my content folder also. The more stuff you have in your content folder, the longer it's gonna take to cook, to process all your stuff. So every once in a while, I'll clear it out. That's another reason why I like to try to keep things separated. So as I start adding, most of the stuff that I'm going to keep up here is going to be just references to other things. It's going to have like not a lot of data to it, but the meat and the content is going to be like in these different folders and stuff that's in my own folder. All right, I digress. Let's go ahead and, oh my goodness, too many windows. Close all the windows. All right, so I'm gonna go to my packs folder where everything cooked to. I'm gonna look for that number 1088. Hit copy. And open up a new tab, mods. Here we go. This is where all my mods are. None of my mods are loaded because I turned them off earlier. So we got a new folder, and we'll call this one Brian Brand Shirt. Whatever, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna paste those in there. I'm gonna hit F2 so I can. And right button underscore capital P. There we go. They're all named. All right, let's test it out. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Hopefully my PC doesn't explode. So ideally what's going to happen is that I'm going to have a pattern color on there. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I've only gone through this process 3 or 4 times. With a little bit simpler of a mesh at the time. So, I don't know. It's not completely ironed out, but it should work. And my graphics settings are like really low right now to try to save my video memory because I don't understand how that works. I don't know if that helps or not, but that's why they look so bad. What did that say? Currently, what? Are we offline? Is there a patch going through or something? I didn't see. I didn't see what they're talking about. Alright, let's see, is it working? Is it broken? Alright, so it's a little jacked up. It's a lot jacked up. Why is it a lot jacked up? So... did I change my alpha? Did I change my serial instance? Let's go into here, but it changed, which is good, so that's a good thing, right? So what I'm looking at in here, Okay. Think. I'm not sure. I gotta think in my head. All the coloring is still available though, right? Let's see, let's make sure we didn't break the coloring. Nope, all of that's still good. Alright. This one is not reacting. Oh wait, look. I've got my pattern on my Oh what? Oh what? Why is my pattern on my sleeves? That's not the correct thing. That's funny though. Okay, so, and this is, I haven't used this copied version of the CI before. Usually I just build all my stuff from scratch. So I'm not 100% sure what is happening here. But let's fix it. That's the journey, baby. Okay, so I don't want to change any of this stuff though. It's all of it's looking good. Like the texturing is looking good. The only thing that's not working right now is the pattern. Oh, it's showing, it's a DXT 1 or 5. That's fine. Alright, I'm curious. I'm gonna grab a pattern image that I know is a pattern and see if there's anything that I need to switch there. I've already done it, so I'm not sure why it's not working right away, but I also forget a lot of the things that I do, so there's that. So I know Kat has a PC. Let me look at her settings. So she's using a PFDXT5, which I guess that should be fine. See, this would be a DXT5, so that should work. So that shouldn't be an issue. And I could change the group, I believe. I don't think that's going to be a major issue either. But whatever, we'll do it just for right now. Oops, where is it? Where's the group? Here it is. Character. Oh, what did that do? Did that do anything? World? No, I didn't really do anything. Whatever. We'll set that to that. And let's go into the CI real quick. Take a look at it. Oh, I think I need to set it here too. Or maybe I only set it here. Alright, I'm going to double check. So if I go to Kat's CI, let's look at Kat's CI. So she has it on her street body outfit. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see, character item, go customize item. This, okay, BDF, street. Okay, and so she has, so on her bralette, she has it set there. So let's see. Is it in both places? So her bra, that's the first thing. And I don't think she doesn't have it. It's not set in 2 places, right? Design pattern. Design assign pattern is set to null. Oh wait, no, it is. Here we go. Because the first color, and then this is slot 2. Okay. So it's in both places. So let's try that. Let's try and set the assign pattern in both places, right? So I have it set up here. So now I'll go down into the first material index 0. We'll set it there as well. All right, let's see if this works. All right, well, let's check out the Discord, see what's going on. Oh my goodness, so busy. Can you do VC and help me make the Rena mod? Use only 2 color edits. That was a while ago. All right, let's see what's going on. Physics assets are used for, as far as I know, they're used for ragdolling. But if you want to use them for physics, you got to use animation blueprint. Why I tried it, but does not seem to do anything. Okay, so that's not true. Pretty sure it's not true. The search. Would it be underscore PA? I don't know. I seen physics assets somewhere. Or let me just look up physics asset, right? So look, this is a long skirt for who? Where's that? What is this? Why didn't this take me to it? There it goes. So let's take a look at it. So this long skirt uses a physics asset. I don't know why. But what kind of physics asset is it? Skeletal body setups. What is this here? Multiple body setups. Interesting. These are different constraint setups. Ooh, I haven't used those in a while. And they've got templates that you can use. And these are all basic. This is a basic bone-based physics thing. This is what they look like. So I'm not sure what's meant, but I think these are these also on, what are these on? These are on the lobby characters. So they're using these basic bone physics on the avatar guys, little NPC guys, little Wii Tekken Wii guys, which is fine. But they're in the game, and that's the thing that's important for me. Like, if it's in the game, then I should be able to use it, even if that's not the primary use. Like in Tekken 7, they used Apex for a lot of things, but I could still use bone physics in addition to that. I'm trying to think of any characters that have something that wouldn't look right with cloth physics. But I think they use like cloth physics for everything. Like I don't like it for the hair. I think it looks I feel like they could have done a great job with it in 7, but they just didn't control it, or they tried to just like manually force things to work. I've gotten some good moving hair in 7 with bone physics. Let's see. Is my stuff cooked? Nope. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's that magic sound, baby. So we're gonna go into here. I'm just gonna hit copy. Grab all of this, hit delete, hit Control V, F2 forward underscore P. bad. All right, let's test it out again. I'm out of soda. I'm gonna take a break to go eat something in just a bit. Let's go. I'm hoping this fixes it. It may or may not. I don't know. Currently undergoing maintenance. What? What are they doing? I did not know they were doing an update today. What if they're like, you can't mod anymore? I'll be like, oh no. Nope, still busted. Still the busted. And it looks like shit. Okay. Oh, it looks so bad too. Oh wait, go back in there. What are you doing? I wasn't done with you. Oh no, my controller's dying. I think I have to reset my what the fuck? That's so interesting. It's interesting that it's on the first material. Like it's backwards, you know what I mean? Because this is two different materials, right? The lower portion was supposed to be one, and then the upper portion. So the upper portion is changing. Is that one material? But it's loading on the second. The pattern is showing up on the second one, which is strange. Right? Because color one, if I go back here, right, default color is this, right? And then default color for this one is this. All right, turn it all back to its default color. Got my nice white shirt. And so color one is not responding. And then the assign pattern is on color is also still on color one. Interesting, interesting. I'm gonna have to think about this. Oh, that's not what I want. What I want is, but it is being affected, so that's definitely a good thing. Okay, so here we go. We've got assign pattern should be on this first one. That is correct. But for whatever reason, I wonder if did I mess it up? Trying to think what could be the issue. Oh wait, look. It's on my sleeves here, too. What the fuck? Why? Why is it on the sleeves also? But it's also not showing up here. So, what was I gonna do? So I'm gonna set this to the first slot, right? And then I'm gonna set that. I'll leave that alone. And for this one, I'll set this one to 1 and this. And then for this first one, we'll do that, and then I'm gonna set that. And for this next one, which is the gray one, there we go. Let's set that one to that and this. Let's see if that makes a difference. All right, so in the case that that doesn't work, boo. I don't even know why this shirt needs to have physics associated with it. So I'm gonna make another version. Let's get rid of the physics. What? Like what are these physics for, man? It's a freaking button down shirt, bro. I'm going to delete those faces, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to delete those faces, and I'm going to make some changes here. But in order to make the changes, I'm going to need to make some new edits. Alright, so we got this and this. Wait. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Well, I've got the images where I want them, so I don't really need these two anymore. At least hopefully I don't, because I just deleted them. Okay, so let's, I'm just going to make a new version of the shirt. But that means I've got to load up these things, except for hit Shift D, edit, and I'm going to get rid of the stop. So let's get rid of those faces. Alright, because I don't want to work with those right now. I just want this shirt, right? And so So let's set this bad boy up real quick. Which RMA is it? Is it the RT RMAs? I don't know. And that looks right. I mean, this is the way it should look. I don't know why it's so shiny in the game. Oh, you know what? It could also be because my settings suck right now. I got them super bad settings. I should switch that over. But let's go ahead and switch this out real quick. The updated cook. We'll see what we get. I'm curious though. Why would it go down there? It might be... I don't know what it is. I did find that when I started doing the numbering, even though it's not shown like that in F model, I was getting better results with my own custom stuff. So that might be one of the key things that's like throwing people off. I don't know. Yeah, maintenance. Let's see, any effect? Nope, no effect. Still shitty. But it does kind of look... Cool, right, is that? But that material is absolutely being affected, and then it's just getting shifted down for some reason. I mean, it could be that the material is not like, um, it could be that the material is not like conducive. And then why is it like, where's the motion? Let's see, let's go ahead and, like, why would it have physics? I don't understand. Let's look at, is it really? It doesn't look like it has very many physics at all. Oh, it's got a little bit. But nothing really worth keeping. And it's so shiny. Is it really that shiny? Let's go ahead and change the graphics back to something a normal person would use. I will keep it at high. Still super shiny. A lot more shiny. But yeah, it's not working. It's like the alpha doesn't want to take. It's a very strange situation. Oh, I don't understand is this part. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's on the wrong spot. I mean, what if I just switch them, right? What if I just put it on pattern 2? I didn't see an ID. Well, there are IDs for that one, right? Let's see. Let's go back here. To shirt rolled up. And the area that it's on right now is this area, right? So it's on the elbow area for whatever reason. Yeah, that's so strange. But this isn't really super bad, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this, I'm just gonna make my own shirt. And then later I'll have to go back in and figure out exactly what happened. Alright, so to do that, I'm gonna have to do a couple things. So first off, I'm going to load up all of these materials the right way. So I'm just going to delete all these for a second. And let's go into ham, search image. Oh, okay, just grab it from here. If I'm just gonna grab this, we'll grab the ID, we'll grab the normal, grab the OBA, grab the RT, and we'll go to the TSP. Let's just plug them in. And the reason why I'm setting all these up is because I'm going to change the UV map. And if I change the UV map, none of these textures are going to work unless I update them as well. So I'm hooking them all up to make sure they're good, and then I'm going to go ahead and cook them. So it's a little bit of, not a little bit, but a pretty roundabout way to go about doing this stuff. only saving note is that if you don't have these nodes, you should definitely grab them. Um, I made them because I don't want to spend time hooking things up. I'm sure nobody does. And they work really well, if I don't say so myself. OBD. Normal that. Another benefit of once you get everything all set up and working in Editor is like I want to add new um, detail normals to this thing. Um, but they're a pain to set up in Blender. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, so that's the color map. Let's grab this real quick. All right. I guess it is shiny. Why is it? It shouldn't be that much different though. These two are very different for some reason. They shouldn't be. Let's set these in. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. Why there's so many elbows? Is it? I think it's the H elbows, right? So I'll grab that one. I'll grab the RT. I don't know what's the difference between the RT and the non-RT. There's an ad for the TS. I don't want that. Not right now. We're gonna do a simple elbow. Simple elbow. Alright, there's my other colors. It's the same as this one, right? Plug that in. Grab this normal. Plug that in. Let me turn this off. All right. Sleeves. Oops, that goes there. There. No. Mm-hmm. Let us see here real quick. See. That looks right. Still so interesting that these pieces down here are like that. I mean, it's set to clip, so. Oh, well, I guess since it's all in the same UV, that's what's happening. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing I can think of that would be causing that situation. And what I mean is, if I go into here, right, as it is, I go to edit mode, right, I look at this and this, and then I look at my image, you can see, and that's the other image. If I go to my pattern image, you'll see that those corners are being taken up right there, right? And that's what's causing that bottom part. But as for the back not working, that doesn't make any sense. So it's only going to that second, the elbow material. So there's something else going on that I'm missing. And also, that material, I don't think it's inheriting from the other stuff. Like, let's see, look at the elbow. What is the parent material? Nope. See, it's this. It's not. It's not anything that's of its own. But for the texture, and it's using its texture, so it shouldn't be pulling that in there, right? So that has to be corrected. Um, I'm not sure how to fix this situation yet. Because if I move the UVs, that'll all get messed up. Maybe I need to, let's just disconnect the pattern for a moment. Now go in here and let's just not use that pattern for a second. All right, and let's go into this one. I don't even know why I have the pattern set to this one, to be honest. Okay, so we're not going to use a pattern there. Now let's go back to the chest piece. And I'm going to use the pattern again, right? So this is kind of the opposite situation we're running into, where as the alpha is taken over, I'm trying to figure out why. Think about something here. Is it a texture issue? I don't think so, but I want to go ahead and switch this to vector displacement. See if that makes a difference. I don't think it should. Because it's still landing on the wrong place. I don't know if there's like a repeat option in my texture, like there is in Blender. Oh, this is wrap. So let's turn wrap off and we'll set it to clamp. And we'll set it to clamp. Maybe that'll help with that issue, right? Color space. I don't think I need to address. I don't think that matters. All right, I'm going to try one more cook and see if that plays a role. I changed it to vector dismap and then I also um, changed it to clamp, right? And it didn't want to pull the material. The other thing I can try to do is, I don't know. I don't understand why this is set to a 1121. This is for the chest material, right? Brian logo. Let's go in here and take a look again. Okay. All right, so why is this set to 3000? So maybe that's the issue, right? Why is this not set the correct way, maybe? All right, let's try that. Okay, so that's a bunch of changes. Um, but that's interesting. I need to take a look at, is there a default split channel being used? Because we don't want that in the additions. So let me go to this one and let's take a look here. And okay, so there's no split channel being set unless we pick I'll say I. So, all right. So if I like select this one, oh my goodness, all of those things exist. And then the split channel, where is the split channel? Okay. This one's set to 2. I don't know what that is. And maybe it was right, right? And I changed it. I don't know. So let's try one more time. Save that. And so in this case, I adjusted the ID because my ID in my custom material wasn't matching the ID of the actual base material, right? So that can be an issue. That's going to throw a lot of things off. That could be why it was so shiny as well, um, in those parts. I don't think it's going to affect the placement of that arm piece. Although yeah, I think I'm still going to run into an issue with that. I don't know for sure, but I'll find out soon enough. That might be an issue. Whereas where the arms are like they're sharing that same texture, right? And I think that's the problem that I'm running into, that texture is being shared across the board. But I still don't think that should be the case. I'm just hoping that this fixes it. And so that would tell me that I can eventually get to a success. But that means I need to now, once I get it to working, then what I have to do is go backwards. If this works, I have to go backwards and start pulling pieces out to figure out how to break it again and what exactly is breaking it, right? So I understand the process to build it for the most part. And then when you do too many things to solve it, um, you've got to then go back and isolate where exactly was the issue. So you don't end up doing a crap ton of extra work over the long period, right? That's the goal. But for this, let me see how I want to fix this situation. Um, okay, so there we go. I just changed color. All right, nice. Nice, ooh, nice. Ooh. All right, so now no colors coming through. All the pieces are here. Everything is looking great. If I want the sleeves to be a different color, I can do that. So one easy way to do that kind of stuff is to set up a new material, right? And we'll call this one upper arm ID. And I'll just, that way I know what it is, right? So I'm going to hit these, then I'm going to hit this and say assign, right? I'll call it upper arm ID. And then I can go ahead and switch this color to, I don't know, blue. All right. And let's go ahead and select this here. Let's give them different color arms, right? We're going all in. So let's make a new material. All right, new. We'll call this one elbow ID. And then I'm going to change this one to green. And then hit assign. And now we've got this, and 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 this. These are the rest of the colorable areas. And I'm gonna go ahead and change this to chest ID. And so make this red. And then I'm gonna hit A, and then I'm gonna check each of these. Say deselect, 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 and assign all those to a new material. I'll be slide buttons, ID, and we're gonna make this one full red, full blue, or magenta color. Right, nice. So now set each of these sections into their own map. Nice, nice, nice. We're gonna go ahead and set up a new UV map. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit A and grab all that stuff here, and I'm gonna go UV backer because I like it. And I don't want anything to rotate. You know what? I don't care about rotation. So we'll make rotation enable. I'll set this to 0.01. And then hit pack. And so it's gonna pack all of the elements here so that they're not overlapping anymore, right? And if I want to use this as my want to import like a new mesh, I could do that, and I have a little bit more control over the different areas if I so choose. But let's see if this fixed it. It's a long shot. F2 underscore P. Let's go. Bro, I'm off of work tomorrow and I can't play Tekken all night. That's messed up, bro. Alright, nothing changed. Damn it. Not a damn thing changed at all. That's great. Did I cook it? Was I cooking? I thought I was cooking. Maybe I wasn't cooking. That's hard to believe right now. I'm not believing that. I'm gonna cook again. I don't remember if I was cooking or not. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna do it again. I save all. I mean, let's see what time is it. It's 10:59. So this should be 10:54. Is that 5 minutes? Take me 5 minutes? Whatever, we're gonna do it one more time. Alright, well, in the meantime, I'll proceed with this method. And I'm using the MSL right now because I'm just gonna bring, once this is all set, I'm just gonna bring it over, copy the weights over for the PRP, and then I'm good. All right, so let's go ahead and cook to this new, whatever. I'm not gonna change the name. I'm just gonna do this. All right, and then also You know what? I'm gonna make it all instead of doing a pattern for this one. I'm gonna use the map issue. Right? We're gonna use the ID. Shift A search image text. Right. And so this is for this chest ID one. I'm gonna say open and I'm gonna find this here. Right? I don't know which one. I think this one. Okay, there we go. We'll go with that on there. And I might have to make some changes to the coloring. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the ID 2 because that's how I set these ones. Let's see, and separate color and set these to channel back. Okay. And so let's set this one to full red. And then I'm gonna go to my GitHub here. And I'm gonna go to my info dump. And all the way near the bottom, I got these values. So for 3, I'm gonna use 0.089 and 0.397. So I'll set this one to full red and then 0.397 and we'll set this one to full red and 0.089. And that was not correct. I'll set this one here and 0.089. All right. But then, or maybe we'll make it, well, what is this? Okay, and so that one, uh, or I could just, okay, that's not gonna work. But I don't like that collar piece is like that, or maybe I don't like that. Let me see what splits I have. I'm gonna put this in here. I think I have a black one. Black one is very accurate. Oh, I just gonna have to deal with it. I don't feel like editing too much. You know what though? Hold on. What I can do is grab these parts, right? And I can make a new material. I'll call this adjust ID, right? I'm gonna assign that. Now I can make this whatever hue of red I want to. Okay, cool. So let's make this one um full red, and then we'll match with 0.397, right? Okay, so now that's matching background. That's matching the dark red. That should be good. So now my red areas are all working together. Nice. And then I've got this pink area, which I don't want to be pink, right? I want it to be something else. So I'm gonna make this one. Let's make the green one. Um, we'll keep the green one as it is. We'll set the pink one to be green as well. But this will just be a 2. So we'll make this one 0.212. All right, cool. And then we've got a blue channel, and that's that. All right, so this did cook. I see it cooked. It's blinking. Copy. And let's see. Did anything change? I'm betting probably not, but you know, it is what it is, which is annoying. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm creating a new ID and a new UV mat. So let's go ahead and just cook this up. Oh, but oh yeah, let's see if color works. We just do a color cook. Sometimes it's like I don't want to do it. So I'll default to using the emissive because that's the most reliable cook and all the different cook add-ons that I've dealt with and with Blender. It's like the nodes get too heavy for it, and it's like I can't see past a node or two. All right, still no change. Well, it looks like the alpha map. No, because that's color, right? That looks like color over there. Interesting. I mean, and it's not like I haven't done it already. Everything else is set and right. I mean, I don't have, looks like my normals are where they're supposed to be. I can't really tell if there's proper normals on that part, but it looks like there are. It's just my pattern color doesn't want to cooperate. It wants to be in the wrong area at the wrong time. And I updated my material. All right, and I'm not using any of the base stuff. And I don't got any of my switches turned on because it should be inheriting everything. I'm wondering. Oh, to look at the base material. There might be something within the base material I'm missing. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so I'm looking at it here. We got our scalar parameters, we got anisotropy, all that good stuff, detail normal, blah, blah, blah. Is there any material overrides? Oh, there's three colors. All right, whatever. There's a split channel. 00000, whatever. We got our IDs. This Q map thing, I should just move it over. The only override is that. We go into here. All right, we're not using the R May and it's a choppy. We're not using the base normals for those. So the only thing I can think of is that mask is not included. But I wonder if I can do a material override. Let's see if that doesn't break it. It might break it. Let's change our blending mode to masked. Right? Let's see if that don't break it. So what I'm hoping it'll do is just override that one for this. And so it'll just take it. And if that's the case, then that's good information to know. And if it doesn't do anything, it don't do anything, right? Or whatever. All right, let's go back to this. Okay, so these are the different colors. I just went ahead and baked them all up. Let's go ahead and turn it off for a second. And so there we go. So there's my new ID map, right? But one of the things I don't like is the fact that that portion is so small and it sucks. So I'm gonna go back into here, right? And this I'm gonna make bigger. I want it bigger. All right. I'm gonna hit A and I'll go repack it. Hold on, let me just use this. Just make this as big as it can get. So I use this, and then we'll go to our UV tools. Go to fill, and now see if it'll just find a way to make everything work. I mean, it's whatever. Let's go to text tools. We got at 4K. I don't even know what size we can use. I don't know if we can use an 8K. 8K usually messes up my system, so I'm only cooking the 8K. But yeah, ain't no buts. I'm not doing it. All right, so um, and yeah, we're just gonna do base. So I'm hoping that this will work. I don't know if this is gonna work here for the material, but if I can set up the overrides, that's cool because then we'll be able to set up our two-sided and our whatevers. You know what I might do? Might just grab this part, right? And what if I just did a regular UV unwrap? What happens? UV unwrap. No, I only want to unwrap this stuff. That's what it looks like. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, I'm gonna lose some quality a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's just do it. All right, cool. Whatever. All right, so I save. We'll say new. All right, all right. Okay, so there's a new ID. Let's go ahead and put all this stuff back. Hit that for upper arm. Be like a sign. Cool. Let's go ahead and grab this elbow. Oh wait, no, elbow. Sign. And then we'll grab this chest. Sign. Buttons. Oh shit, I don't think all the buttons. Oh man. I can't remember. I can't remember other part of this. Okay. I guess not all the buttons. Like this button. And this button. And that button. And that button. What about this button? And that button. Why is only one button on that one? That's just a weird thing. Sign. There we go. Oh, and why is this? Why is this like this? Is this the wrong shirt? Like, what's going on here? Is this the wrong shirt? Like these buttons, I don't think I moved them. Ooh, they are. No, they're right on the spot where they're supposed to be. That is not where it's supposed to be. Okay, that is not the right one. What about this one? Okay, there we go. Wait, nah, that's him though. That's not right. I don't think. Is that right? That's not right. Is that right? I can't tell. Maybe I have them mixed up. Maybe that was the problem from the very beginning. I mean, that part still ain't gonna matter much. Definitely ain't that one. No, it definitely ain't that one. No, it definitely ain't that one. All right, so this is chess C. Boy, what is this shit down here? That shit don't look right. Okay, so that's not it. So it's not chess day, so it's gotta be chess C, right? Why does it feel like? Why do I feel like it wasn't matching up early? This one matches. Whatever this is right now, that's what matches. All right, so that's chess C. Hey you. Oh, let's test this out. Oh man, I hate these things, man. Last time I did this, I get to a certain point, and then it's just like, damn, I gotta do this all over again. What I'm gonna have to do is figure out what the problem was, or what the problem is. Go ahead and mark it down, and then go through this process one more time, like on stream, so it doesn't take like 6 hours. I don't know, it's probably been like 2, 3 hours, man. I'm getting tired. I wish I could play Tekken though. Stupid maintenance, man. Come on, though. I gotta be on the road for the weekend. I wanted some good Tekken before then. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nope, it's still fucked. All right, so I'm gonna have to just make a custom all around, cause trying to manipulate these game shits is for the fucking birds, man. I'll tell you that now. All right, so here's what's gonna happen in the next video that I'm probably gonna make in a couple days. I'm gonna have to use my original one. I'm gonna keep chugging at this one and see what's up, but I'm not liking it. Like I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel good. I also feel like they could have done better with this thing. Look at this. Look at these normals, man. These normals are bad. I mean, they're not horrible, but it's like, this is some substance painter, like just straight up. I ain't doing much else than that. I do like the side seams though. But like, you see how like, man, like that could have been a nice crease in there. That's not like just this coloring crease. It just makes you gotta use all that shiny to make it stand out, and you could use other things. But it's whatever. Their fold game is way better than mine. All right, so I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna kind of sleep on it for a little bit, figure out what I'm missing. It's usually something small, simple, and then I'll come back and do more. It's a shame I couldn't get it all done today, though. I will.